Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Ball Player's Guide, your guide to everything ball. And congratulations to the Los Angeles Dodgers. They're back-to-back-to-back World Series champions because Kyle Tucker is a Los Angeles Dodger. He signed for 240. Um, it's what are we doing? Like we're just fast forward this year, get to the end of the year. Dodgers are winning it again. And Kyle Tucker's getting $1 million this year. He has what, like a $55 million signing bonus this year. And technically, there's two opt outs after year two and year three. But he's going to make $60 million in 28 and 29. He's not taking the opt out. Kyle Tucker is a Dodger for 4 years, and the Dodgers just keep on rolling.
Yeah, so I remember I think a couple episodes ago, we kind of talked about, well, the Dodgers they won the World Series without a bullpen. And you're like, oh, if they could improve someone in their lineup, they could probably get an outfielder. And they won a World Series and they went ahead and were like, okay, our bullpen wasn't very good. We're gonna go side Edwin Diaz. We could make an upgrade in the outfield and we're gonna look at Kyle Tucker. So Fangraphs has their lineup now. Otani, Betts, Tucker, Freeman, Will Smith, Max Muncy, Teoscar, Edman, and Andy Pajes in center. And now listen to the starting rotation. It gets better, guys. Yamamoto, Snell, Glasnow. Otani's listed as their fourth starter. Sheehan is their fifth, and Roki Sasaki. Roki Sasaki is listed as their sixth starter, guys. And now, I mean, their bullpen's looking better than last year too. They didn't have anybody they could rely on. Now they have a true closer. Maybe a bounce back from Tanner Scott. You still have Vesia trying and like uh our friend Brewster Gratterhall is in that bullpen still. Like they won a World Series last year, and they had some obvious weaknesses, and they overcame them, and now they address those weaknesses and are going to be an even better team on paper next year. So this is going to be really interesting to to see that, and I just don't. I mean, our Cubs are going to beat them in the NLCS. I will guarantee you that now, but uh, I don't. Speaking from my brain, I don't think that that is going to happen. And I just they won the World Series and now they improved their team significantly. It's crazy.
What do you got, Joey?
This is nuts. I'm looking at the contract right now. It's $64 million signing bonus,
Oh,
to be
sorry, I
exact.
misspoke.
Yeah, plus the 1 million base, so 65 total. Just a casual, cool, like 65 mil, whatever. That's awesome. Um, Congrats to Kyle Tucker. I've heard a lot that he has like Anthony Rendon syndrome almost. I don't know how true that is, but like there's been articles about his teammates saying that he doesn't love baseball. He just does it to do it, like as his job. So that's why he turned down long-term deals and stuck with this one. Um, but the opt-out after year two is just a safety net because of the lockout. So I don't hate that at all. I think even if he had an opt out after this year, you're probably opting in anyway, just because a lockout is probably going to happen. I don't know for how long, but because eventually someone's going to cave. Nobody's going to want to miss out on revenue for a full year. So it's just a matter of who blinks first in that. But yeah, the Dodgers are nuts. But I mean, everybody said they were a lock to win it last year. They did, but the Padres only finished 3 games behind them. So they're not unbeatable by any means. It's
Yeah.
baseball. Anything can happen at any point. So it's cool for Kyle Tucker. Baseball fans aren't very happy about it, but still got to go out and play 162. So
I mean, you got kind of have to remember they're a Miguel Rojas homer away. I mean, they were two outs away from losing that
yeah,
World Series. It was two outs, right?
Yeah, I think so.
So I mean, it wasn't. Now, I mean, obviously they got better and they're going to be the favorites again, but.
Or was it in the eighth inning he hit that home run? Either way.
Yeah. Yeah. And I guess the other point too is that we're gonna have a long, probably either other episodes, long time to discuss what this means for baseball, and we can be a CBA pod at some point, but today's probably not that day. But as for Kyle Tucker, that I don't know if I buy the doesn't love baseball rumors. Like as a Cubs fan, there were some things that were frustrating. I felt like sometimes his play in the outfield was a little frustrating. Like, and I know he was hurt, so I think that kind of played into it a little bit. But like, I think overall, I think like obviously it's not Anthony Rendon level. Maybe there's some truth to it, but
I just think
I
he's
think
a low key guy.
yeah, I think that's kind of just his demeanor. And also, if you're getting that much money guaranteed, like in a 4-year contract, I think you have to take it.
Hmm.
Because
Yeah,
I
no,
mean, because you could still have opportunity to make more money after that contract. How old will he be after that one? Like he could still,
34,
yeah, like say he actually
33.
say he doesn't opt out at some point, which I mean he probably, but like yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, I don't fault Kyle Tucker at all. I mean, I listened to a podcast the other day and they were kind of like, is this like Kyle Tucker's fault or whatever? And they were kind of like getting into it, and they're like, okay, we're gonna like role play here a little bit. And it's gonna be like, all right, I'm gonna be the Dodgers and you're gonna be Kyle Tucker, right? And so you are telling me you don't want to play for the Dodgers. And then the Dodgers agent calls and says, hey, how would you like to sign for $240 million? Done. Like, you'd be stupid not to take that deal. Like,
For
that's
4 years.
insane. Yeah, exactly. I mean, if you look at his on Fangraphs, I don't know how accurate it is, but they have his pay or his salary listed in 2027 as $87 million. $87 million. I think the Twins payroll is rivaling that, and they're giving that to Kyle Tucker. Like, that's insanity. What are we doing? The Twins' estimated payroll is 108 right now. He's getting $20 million less than the entire Twins team. I mean, good for him. I don't blame him one bit. But you look at this, how do you beat this team?
This is completely like, so this was 12 years ago ish now, but to put it in context, 12 years ago, Robinson Cano signed for 10 years, 240. And now we're at a point where Kyle Tucker
Four.
just signed for 4 years for 240. So,
I think the other interesting part of this discussion is Kyle Tucker's never had like the elite year. Like he's always just been like that consistent like 5 to 6 WAR guy. Like I know the one year 2024 where he played half, like he was hurt half of the year, he was on pace to have one of those years. But like he's never been like he's not like he has MVP talent, don't get me wrong, but he hasn't had like an Aaron Judge year where he's gone off and had 8 or 9 WAR. So it's like it's kind of interesting like that he's getting paid like that. Like I'm not saying he doesn't deserve it. Like
Right.
he's a perfect model of consistency that you would like in an MLB player, but
Well, he's in his
he hasn't had like that type of year.
yeah, he's in his baseball prime right now. Like a lot of people say, like baseball prime is like that 28 to 32 range. He's 29. Like he's got all the tools. Like he runs well enough. He can hit for power. Like he feels at a pretty okay rate. Like he's got everything there. Plus, like now he has Mookie Betts and Freddie Freeman hitting in front and behind him. With oh yeah, Shohei Ohtani and then Will Smith also there as well. Then Teoscar Hernandez is your seven hitter. Like he doesn't have to be the guy anymore. He just has to be a guy. I'm looking at this. I see like 8 MVP candidates on the Dodgers. It's
who's
insane.
your one left off?
Oh, I was going through the rotations too. But watch out for sneaky Andy Pajes MVP
No.
conversation. Here we go. A
He's,
little sprinkle.
did you say stinky Andy Pajes or sneaky?
Sneaky.
It sounded like you said stinky Andy Pajes, and I was like, what
Stinky.
did he do to you?
He
Stinky.
was he was unplayable in the playoffs.
Yeah. How dare
He
their
made a catch though.
25-year
He
old.
did.
That was just pure awesome.
Um, Two things about the Dodgers, and then we can move on to something else. Um, One, they still have the best farm system in baseball. So that's really cool. really awesome that they're able to build the best team in baseball where you're going to have to spend $400 in MLB The Show to get all their cards and still have the number one farm system. And two, they're going to get even better next year because Max Muncy's a free agent after this year, and they're probably going to let him walk. And then they're going to bring back, or they're going to bring in Bo Bichette, who has an opt out after this year. You see what I did there? See that transition? He signed with the New York Mets for what was the official number, Joe?
3 for a lot.
Yeah, like
I had
180
it
or
pulled
something
up.
stupid.
I don't know why I.
Oh my God, Joseph. I told you to
Three
keep
for
it up.
3 for 126.
Okay. It's a lot of freaking money for Bo Bichette. But they're just going to sign him next year. He's for now he's with the Mets. I
he's opting out, right?
It has to be,
Unless he hits 210 this year.
which he won't because he's Bo Bichette. I don't love this for the Mets, and that's
I
weird to
mean,
say because
yeah.
he's one of the best free agents. I don't. It doesn't fit. I never saw him go into the Mets because we talked about it before in the offseason when they got like Simeon and then Jorge. Like they had a lot of infielders. That was their whole thing. Then you sign an infielder who's kind of positionless right now. He's not a shortstop anymore, which you have Lindor, which that doesn't matter. But like, where do you put him? Where does that move Brett Beatty? And then you got Vientos there. Like, I don't. I think he's going to be fine. He's Bo Bichette. I don't
Yeah.
love the fit.
Yeah, because he's not gonna be he's gonna play third. Probably move Beatty to DH on most days, and then I'm guessing that moves Vientos to the bench. Do you guys think it was kind of a panic move from Cohen? Like they didn't get in on, so they had to make a splat, like if they had to. So I think that kind of plays in too. But I think I kind of get like obviously what their lineup last year wasn't working, so they moved in. I mean, they moved on from two or three guys, and then they brought some people in, and it's kind of like I kind of like using this baseball cliche of like professional ABs, like this guy's and they give you a professional AB, and that's kind of what they did. Like Bo Bichette, Jorge Polanco, Marcus Semien, like those are guys that are gonna give you like good at bats, but like the fit for those guys is interesting. Like I think you're sacrificing a lot on defense potentially. Like is Jorge Polanco going to be good defensively at first? Like Bichette didn't rate that good at shortstop. Is he going to be that good at third base? Like
I
it'll be
think
interesting.
I think Bichette will be fine at third. I don't think he's going to light the world on
No,
fire. Like he's not going to be a Gold Glove level, but he'll be league
fine
average
enough.
at
Yeah.
defense. Like, what was his knock at short? Was it his range or just like his raw like fielding ability?
Just glove, I think.
Yeah, I mean,
He's
like,
never been known for his glove at all.
No.
I think he'll be fine at third. Like, he'll boot some here and there, but
I
whatever.
think his range, yeah, so his range is limited.
Okay, I think he'll be all right. I
I
just
just think it would have made way more sense to do this for Belly if you're the Mets. Because right now your infield was full. So now they're talking Brett Beatty to left potentially. So you
Fangraphs right
could
now has Carson Bench.
bench, yeah. But they also said that Brett Beatty will take reps in left,
Yeah.
and just to get him in there. Because to me, it would have made way more sense to have Belly in your outfield, like Belly, Lou Bob, Juan Soto in your outfield, and then you got Brett Beatty, Lindor, Semien, Polanco, or Vientos flip flop DH there. That's solid. And now you take
Plus,
Beatty potentially out of the question or Vientos out of the question.
if something happens, you can move Belly to first,
Yeah.
Hmm.
who gives you that positional versatility, and then you could still get Beatty reps in the outfield, right? Like he can still play left if you need to.
Yeah, and I think the other side of it too is that they were in on Kyle Tucker, and I think they thought they're going to get him. And then I mean, the Dodgers kind of came, and then I think they panicked and kind of went to Bichette.
Well, Bichette had an offer from the Phillies. What was it, 7 for 200? And it
Yep.
was kind of like a gentleman's agreement, like, yeah, we're doing this. And then it must have been Bichette's agent was like went to the Mets and was like, "Hey, like we got this. Like this is your last chance." And then Cohen was just like throwing whatever he could. Like he just found a silly number and gave it to Bo Bichette.
Yeah. So to kind of put it in a perspective here, total payroll between Belly and Alex Bregman, they're making 52.5 million, and you just paid Bo Bichette 42. So does that 10 million difference between, like, why didn't they just go get both of these guys if they were willing to push that? Yes, it's 10 extra million, but
But you're
they
Steve Cohen.
exactly, they could have easily done that.
Who's their GM? Their moves this
Uh,
offseason have
No,
been
David
it's
Stearns.
weird.
it's the old he used to work for the uh was he the Rays guy or was he the Brewers guy?
No, it's David Stearns, the Brewers.
Yeah, he was the Brewers guy.
Yeah.
Yep.
There's been some weird moves this offseason. I've questioned them at on a lot
Yeah.
of their stuff, but
They had to rework the lineup because they obviously felt something wasn't working. It's been interesting to see how they've done it.
yeah, the way that they did it was weird. It's just like they they got rid of Nimmo for Simeon, essentially, and then that left a lot of holes in the outfield. So then you're like, okay, like that is an obvious hole that like Belly could fill, but then you miss out on Belly, and then you go for someone which we haven't talked. We mentioned it, Lubob. They traded for Robert, whatever, from the White Sox, who's coming off of a horrible couple years, honestly, and you're just kind of banking that he's going to be who he once was, or you think he can be again. I don't love that.
Yeah. And they had
Yeah.
an off they clearly had an offering for Tucker. So it's blowing my mind how they weren't like, okay, how about we go get two guys that can fill the holes right now, pause. And there we go. We're set.
Yeah,
Sorry,
I
mom.
think I think you look at I think you look at their offseason a lot differently if they land either Tucker or Belly. Because I think either one of those two is a better fit for what they need.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you give me one of those two dudes instead of Bo, even Bregman instead of Bo, I think is better just because he plays better defense. And
Yeah.
that's kind of, you can imagine him and Lindor on the same side of the infield. Oh,
Mhm.
that's
Plus
gross.
Semyon up the middle.
Yeah.
That's like that's a team gold glove waiting to happen.
Yeah, no kidding. Instead, the Cubs are going to win that
Yeah.
again. No
I
big
think the Cubs,
deal.
I think that's a I mean, if everybody stays healthy, that's a shoe-in for the Cubs. But
But I agree. But you look at their lineup right now, I don't love it because there's just a lot of unprovenness in there. It's weird. It's a tale of two halves of the lineup. Top of it is Lindor, Soto, Bichette, Polanco, who's streaky as we've seen, but he's reliable, and then Semyon, who's old, but like we said, professional ABs. Then after Semyon, it goes Beatty, Alvarez, who jury's out on that dude. He came up on fire, and last year he couldn't hit water if he fell out of the boat in the Pacific. And then you got Lubob, who I looks like he's swinging a wiffle ball bat up there, and then Carson Benj, who I have never heard of in my life. And their bench doesn't impress me. Luis Torrens, Vientos, Ronnie Mauricio, Tyrone Taylor is their bench guys. Like, I don't love it.
Yeah, it's interesting. I
And they could prove us all wrong.
yeah,
They absolutely could.
the problem is in the NL East, like that's a good division. Like the
Yeah.
Phillies and Braves are both really good.
Yeah. Braves are going to be
I
back.
think the Braves are
We
going
know
to
what the
bounce
Phillies
back.
are. Yeah, we know what the Phillies are. Watch out for the Marlins.
Those
Ooh,
pesky Marlins.
those pesky Marlins. And then the Nationals are going to be the punching bag. On the other side of the ball, I really like what the Mets have done to their rotation. I think I questioned them a little bit a few episodes ago, but they went out and they got Freddie Peralta, who now gives them not only depth, but some reliability and some leadership at the top of that rotation. And now it's Freddie Peralta, Nolan McLean, David Peterson, Clay Holmes, Sean Manaea, and Kodai Senga listed as their six.
Hmm.
That's a good rotation of six pitchers. I really like that for them.
And I think they're rocking with the six man to start hopefully. I think they should, especially with Clay Holmes. You just never know what you're gonna get. He's a reliever forever, turned starter. He wasn't good last year, so I think having a extra rest day could help.
And Kodai coming off of his
Yeah,
injuries too.
ghost fork.
Nasty.
Don't know how to throw it. I just went like a split finger grip and just what's it called? Pronate, prorate,
Pronate.
pronate.
Pronate. Yep.
Yeah, that's
Pitching
what I'm looking
coach.
for. Yeah, known pitcher is me.
Good pitcher. And then in the bullpen, we just talked about it. They signed Craig Kimbrell to a minor league deal, who was good last year in 11 innings. But I mean, like he'll run out there and he'll give you some. They got Devin Williams, Luke Weaver, AJ Minter, Brooks Raley. Like their bullpen's good. They're going to throw the ball.
Tobias Myers is another option that they got in the Freddie Peralta trade, which I like.
Yeah. It sounds like he was kind of the Mets were hesitant because I think there were two pretty decent prospects, but then they threw Myers in there to kind of push the deal through or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, I like that side of it for the Mets on the pitching side. I think that's probably the best thing they've done all season or all off season. But what do I know?
Yeah, I was gonna say from the Brewers side what's going on, but
I was gonna
they
ask
know
what you guys, yeah.
a million times more than the three of us combined, clearly, because they always figure it out. But
Yeah, I mean, they did this just a couple years ago with
Adames,
Hader,
Hader, Corbin
they do. I
Williams.
mean, they always with
Yeah,
everybody. They'll do it with Contreras next year.
yep.
yeah, because that's going really well. I think this is the second straight year that they've had to go to an arbitration hearing because the Brewers just refuse to pay a top, I would say borderline top five catcher in the game, if not top
I
five.
I don't think that's borderline. I
Yeah.
think you'd be hard pressed to find
Uh-huh.
four other catchers better than him.
Isn't it wild?
It's a fun exercise.
Like that's the state of like
Love it.
some MLB teams though. Like the Brewers won the
Wins.
division last year, and you trade like I get the logic because they're not they knowing how they operate, they're not going to extend them. So you have to get the value while you can. But like you win the NL Central last year, you make it to the. I mean, you make it to the C and everything, and like you don't like he's one of your better players, and you trade him away. Like that's just it's crazy that that's like how some teams have to operate. I don't know. Like if I were the Brewers fan, I would be pissed. I think I don't know if I'd be pissed, but like knowing how they operate, and they'll figure and like you guys have said, they'll figure it out. But and they'll probably win the division still with all their double magic and everything they do. But
I think Dylan Dingler is a top five catcher in the bigs.
Ryan Jeffers deserves some.
Top five name, Dylan Dingler. We talk about that for a second. And then just cleaning up some Mets news, Vidal Brujan to the Mets for cash from the Minnesota Twins.
And what's that cash going to? Buying hot dogs for all 50 fans that are going to show up? No, thanks. The hell out of here.
Um,
Sorry, Mom. I'm getting worked up. He said
whoa.
Twins once, and I'm worked up already.
Hey, we're gonna get to them later. Don't worry. I got some things to say.
Oh,
I got some things to say. Where do you guys want to go next? Because we talked about the Mets, we talked about Tucker. Should we get to Belly?
yeah.
Really, yeah.
Because pretty much right after Bo dropped, right? Then
Yep.
it's announced that Cody Bellinger goes back to the New York Stankies for how much? I'm not the contract guy. I'm not a numbers guy.
Was it like 5 for
5 for
162?
something like that. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see.
That was my guess. I didn't
Yeah.
have it.
5 for
Look at me.
162.5. So you were off by $500,000.
You idiot.
Now Cody Bellinger owes you $500,000.
Yeah.
Says me. Cody, pay up, pal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um,
I don't make the rules, even though I just said I do. But
you don't make the
we'll
rules.
move on.
I really like this for the Yankees. I think this is the perfect fit. I don't think he was going anywhere else. They needed him. He gives them that positional versatility that the Mets could have had. I really, really like this for them.
I agree. I think like I know there was rumors floating out there for a little while that like the Yankees made their final offer, like, and I like it was probably just a negotiation tactic in the end because I always kind of felt like he was coming back. But do you think like are the Yankees like is there still a trade to be made, or do you think their roster's set?
They have to do something.
Because
They
they're
made the
still
trade.
because they're I mean they're just running it back basically. I would guess Garrett Cole will be healthy because I mean they had Belly last year.
They don't have Paul Goldschmidt at first, so they're
Ben
slightly
Rice.
worse. Yes, but they don't
Ben
have a
Rice.
right-handed hitting catcher, which is something they need. They're very lefty heavy. Um, they don't seem to believe in Jason Dominguez, so I think that that's their
I can't,
go-to
yeah.
selling point right now is, hey, give us your pitcher or catcher or whatever, we'll give you Jason Dominguez. But I've heard two different stories. I don't know which one to believe. Like I didn't do my research, I guess, so not necessarily what I believe. I just don't know that. So, um,
Got
the
it.
I was watching Talking Yanks, and they said that Jimmy said that Jason Dominguez wasn't a selling point to get Edward Cabrera, but Jake said he was. So I could have that backwards too. Like I said, I just don't know.
Yeah.
But they one way or another, they said, "Oh, I'm gonna put my hands down because that was like a stupid joke that I was about to do." Um, one of stop. I sorry, this is a side tangent. I saw a Power Rangers clip on my TikTok, and it's
I
from
want your algorithm.
it's from Turbo, Power Rangers Turbo. Shout
Hell
out.
yeah.
I love that movie. And he goes, "We're gonna toss your salad." And anyway,
What?
um,
Okay, can we just do a Power Rangers episode later and we can
I
power rank our
I
best
will.
series?
I watched the 2017 reboot movie last night. Actually, still holds
Your
up.
your life is amazing.
You're right. I watched Charlie and the Chocolate Factory today too.
Which
Just
version?
saying. Anywho, what were we talking about? Oh, baseball. That's what we're doing here. So yeah, one way or another, one of them said they heard that Jason Dominguez wasn't like a the prospect that the Marlins were looking for, and they were asking for more
Okay.
on top of that. And Jason Dominguez wasn't getting a trade done with the Marlins.
That's interesting.
So I don't know how much value teams actually see in him if that's the case,
I mean,
but
they did get Ryan Weathers, so I mean that's
that is true.
a huge move.
Sub point one ERA in high school, by the way. He had like a .09 ERA in high school.
Yeah, me too. Not that hard.
Yeah.
Me when I lie.
Just like Joe Mauer didn't strike out once.
He did strike out once.
Or sorry, he struck out one time.
Struck out
Yeah.
one
My
time.
my my apologies.
And then I think the guy was at his like jersey retirement.
Yep.
Yeah, he was.
Yep.
I don't know, man. The Yankees are weird because
Yeah,
now
so Cody Bellinger signed with the Yankees. That's what we're talking about right now somehow. I don't We ended up in a lot of different places here, but
I think their lineup is sorry, I'm gonna get us back on the rails here. I think
yeah.
their lineup is fine. I think there's a couple holes.
Cole will be back.
Cole will be back.
Rodon will be back at some point
Don
as
will be
well.
back. Ryan Weathers, who they just traded 1,000 prospects for, will be fine. Luis Heel, who was he rookie of the year? Was he runner up for rookie of the year? Either way, he is listed as their fifth starter. He'll be fine. Like their pitching will be fine. They're not going to light the world on fire.
Once they get everybody back, I think it'll be
Yeah, I think their
legit.
bullpen has enough dudes where they can piece things together. They still have Bednar, Camilo Duvall. Like they got a couple of arms down there. Um, they signed Zach Short, so that's huge for the
Love
team.
that. Love that for them. Let's
Yep,
go.
that's huge.
Shout out Compound.
I forgot that Anthony Volpe had shoulder surgery.
Yeah,
Is that why he sucks at fielding the ball and can't hit?
essentially. Yeah.
It's gonna be like
Good ball player.
good ball player. Next Derek Cheater. It's gonna be like when Jameis Winston was
Ryan.
like, yeah, I got surgery on my eyes. I couldn't see anything. And now all of a sudden I can like see where the defenders are. Anthony Volpe's gonna be like, wow, it was crazy. I had a noodle arm and then I had surgery and now I can actually throw a baseball again.
But then Jameis Winston got really good after the eye surgery, though. So
Yeah, and Anthony Volpe's still gonna suck ass. I said what I said. Sorry, mom.
Yeah. You can say those awful words if you follow it up by apologizing to your mother or my mother, I guess. I don't know who
It's
you're
your
apologizing
it's your
to.
mom. My mom doesn't watch
That's what I
this.
that's
She
what I
doesn't
figured.
she doesn't love me. I don't know. The Yankees will be fine. They'll finish third in the AL East, and I'll enjoy
Fourth
Yankees fans
potentially.
crying in the playoffs in the same position as the
yeah.
Twins.
Luis Seal was the rookie of the year, by the way.
That's what I thought.
He came up in 2021 and he won it in 2024. So that's cool. Fun little fact. Because he only pitched 7 games in 21 and 22, missed all of 23, pitched all of 24.
That makes sense why he's 27 years old then.
Yeah.
Interesting. Um, what else do we got to get to?
Mackenzie or Mackenzie Gore to the Texas Rangers.
Mackenzie Gore to the Texas Rangers for 5 prospects. A couple like decent prospects too, right? Like there
Yeah.
was some in their like top 20 in the Ranger system.
This really good reliever prospect named Casey Fiend.
Nope. That's not true. Can you tell it's
Just
really late
spreading
at night?
just spreading false news.
I didn't
Mackenzie
realize.
Gore.
I
Go
thought
ahead.
Gore had a better year last year.
He
He
started
had a
off on
really good
fire.
start.
He
Yeah.
started off
Really
better.
good
Okay, that's
start.
what because I was like, because he was obviously he was a hot name at the deadline.
Mm-hmm.
Sexy name.
Yeah, he started off really, really well, and then he really fell off in the second half. Um, is what it is. I think this is good for the Rangers. I think the Nationals are a franchise in hell right now. I think that they're going to be what the Twins are in a couple of years. I just don't see a way out. Like they have these prospects and they're just kind of spiraling and they're not really getting any better and just kind of middling. And I feel bad for Nationals fans because we are Nationals fans in Minnesota for the Twins.
What?
I don't know. The Rangers are going to
I
be
was gonna
good.
say I thought I heard you right, and then I was thinking about it, and I was like, what did he just say?
It's been a long day. I was in the cities this weekend. We left this morning. There was a Patriots playoff game today. Go Drake May. And now I'm recording a baseball podcast at 10 o'clock at night. I'm losing my mind.
I'm sorry that we're not like lovable.
One of you is. I think the Rangers will be fine. I don't know if they're gonna win their division. They might sneak a wild card.
I mean, the West is still kind of a legit toss up. Like I think the Mariners are still the favorite, but we kind of saw it last year. I think the Rangers could win the division with 88 wins, and that's realistic.
I think I'm higher on the Astros than you guys are, but the Astros will be
Yeah.
in the mix. The Angels will be terrible. The A's have a fun young team, but they're not going to win enough games to be, I guess, young fun lineup. Their pitching is still atrocious. So they'll win some games, but they won't be in contention for the division. So those three will be in the mix. But then you have 4 teams in the AL East that'll be in the mix too. So then that's kind of where not a lot of spots there.
Yeah. I think if you're in the Central or the West, you have to win the division because I think the other playoff teams will be coming from the East.
Yeah. Well, the Central for sure, there's one team. There's like I would be
Yeah.
shocked if 2 teams
And
from
they're
get
probably going to go 82 and 80.
Yep.
And
Congratulations to the White Sox.
If the White Sox make the playoffs, I'm done. Like with
I think same.
all things baseball related, I'll start watching. Like I don't even know.
We'll become a cricket podcast.
Yeah,
Ooh, yeah.
Which cricket, low key, awesome. Speaking of the Central, Jose Ramirez signed an extension for what was it 3 more years, 4 more years?
I
Yeah,
think it
so
was
he's
four.
got 3 years left on his deal currently. It was a 7-year extension, so it's basically adding on 4 years to the end, is my understanding. Is that
Yeah,
correct, Joe?
I think so. As far
yeah.
as I know, that's
I
what it
just
is
looked it
now.
up. Yeah, and
So why I still don't understand like I understand you kind of gave him a team friendly deal to start with. So I don't know if this is just like paying it forward because like you're paying him in years that you wouldn't necessarily want to, and you're not gonna add to it. Like they're not gonna go pay a bunch of other people either because they're not a team that spends. So I don't know. It's interesting. It's really interesting to me.
that's kind of why I'm surprised by it because they don't spend money, and he's the one player they spend money on, which he's a great player. Don't get me
Yeah.
wrong. Like he's going to give you 6 WAR every year. He hasn't fallen off at all the last few years just by getting older. Like he's a great player. I'm just so confused. Like why? It doesn't make a ton of sense to me. Their projected payroll for 2026 is $82 million. He's making 25.
hmm
He's
They're
making
second to
almost a
last.
third. I don't
I
get it.
Is it a team friendly deal so that down the road, like in a year and a half, they can be like, hey, we have this really good guy, really good that you could trade for, and he's on a really team friendly deal.
But
Because
if
I
that,
had heard
yeah.
that he was like, surround me with people and like give me pieces to work with, or I'm out. Like I'm done after this deal. And then he goes and does this. So I don't know.
Well, if you're him, I suppose like the current contract's gonna be up when he's 36, right? So
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
if you can make 25 million a year, 37, 38, 39-year-old season, like you're gonna sign up for that immediately. But yeah, I don't it, I mean good for Guardians fans, they get to keep their star, but
It is a thing too with like Latino ball players where they tend to make more or like take more team friendly deals just because of like I don't remember who it was that like talked about this a few years ago, but it's like it gives them that like security that because they like
Mhm.
didn't have that growing up and everything. So like it could be that like he like went back home, like talked to his family about it. And was like, okay, like with our situation and all that stuff. Like obviously I have no idea.
mhm.
Like I could see that playing a factor into it
He
as
has to
well.
love
But
Cleveland.
who loves Cleveland?
Well, I
Name
mean, he
one
has to.
person that loves Cleveland.
He has to.
Chris
Chris Rose
Rose.
loves Cleveland. Yeah.
Chris
Jinx.
okay, Chris Rose can come on this podcast and defend Cleveland to me, and then he can try to convince me that it's a good city. I've
If
been there
Chris
one
Rose was
time
in
and it
this
was a
Zoom
blizzard.
call, if Chris Rose was in this Zoom call, you would be like, "Oh, you're right. You're right."
Yeah.
Because he's Chris Rose
I'd
and we
fight
love
him.
him
He
I'd
would
fight
be
him.
and he would
yeah.
win.
Yeah, he would be angry at
He
you right now.
he would, to reference Power Rangers Turbo, toss your salad.
I'd like to see Chris Rose try to toss my salad. He's 88 years old.
Top 10 things not to say on the internet. But Chris Rose, there's your invite, pal. We got three
Oh,
salads waiting to be tossed, I guess.
okay.
I looked up things to do in Cleveland. Do you know what number one is?
Go to a Guardians game.
Wrong. Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. That was the easy one.
Oh,
You know what?
sorry.
Do you know what number two is? Ghost tours. That's the number two thing to do in Cleveland. Go see dead things. Wow, that sounds so fascinating. Interesting. Number four,
Sounds spooky.
walking tour. Come to our city and just walk around. That sounds awesome.
The House from a Christmas Story is in Cleveland.
I don't
Never
care.
seen that movie, but I
Not a
just
good
saw that.
movie. I don't like that movie. Oh, that was Jose Ramirez talk.
Congrats,
Um,
Jose. It doesn't really feel genuine, but we mean it, I think.
you're just jealous because your team spends money and you're a really good player, and we don't have one of those right now if you're not including Byron Buxton.
Well, I mean, the Twins technically do spend more money than the Guardians. I mean, if we want to have
Yeah,
that conversation, but
they're
Let's
just
talk
not
about
as
that.
good as developing and maintaining.
they're not as well run of an organization.
No. Speaking of, the Twins signed Victor Caratini to a 2-year deal, who I think that friend of the pod. Um, I think this means that Ryan Jeffers is going to be traded.
I disagree.
Although, according to you guys, no. I think the Twins are going to try to maximize value similar to what they did last year. And I think they're going to dump everything that has value this year, unfortunately. And I think Ryan Jeffers is like their one
Well,
offensive piece that has value.
mhm. I think he's gone at the deadline, but I don't think he's
Yeah.
gone this
No,
offseason.
that's what I'm saying. Like at the
Oh,
deadline,
I thought you meant immediately.
no, at the deadline, they're going to
Okay.
dump
Yeah,
him.
yeah, he's gone at the deadline for sure.
Yeah, I was
Without a
looking
doubt.
through, and there's no reason to keep him. The Twins are going to be 20 and 60 at the deadline. Like, get value for the pieces that you can, right? So Caratini honestly could even be traded too if you don't want
Are you gonna start for them at catcher, Ryan?
to. Might they're going to need somebody. They keep trading catching prospects away in a
Alex
position.
Jackson, ever heard of him? Because I
No,
hadn't.
that's the problem.
If
Because
Joe
I
hasn't heard of
hadn't,
him, then
and
that's a problem.
when I looked him up, he was hot garbage, and I'm terrified.
I think I can hit the same level of the Twins prospects in the majors, and I think I can catch a decent bullpen. I'll throw that out there. So Caratini, 2-year deal. Taylor Rogers, 1 year, $2 million deal. Captain
Shout out
Rogers is
me.
back.
Shout out
Shout
me.
out, shout out Joey.
Yeah.
I'm
Captain
just that.
Rogers is back. I'm fully prepared. Like I texted you guys for him to have like a 5 ERA, and I'm gonna love every second of it.
Is he gonna be their closer to start the year?
Yep.
Yeah,
Like, is that how bad their bullpen is?
Yep.
he
I'm
will
looking
be,
at
and he's gonna
Fangraphs
love
right
it.
now, and you're gonna like it. Their closer right now is on Fangraphs, Taylor Rogers.
Absolutely, absolutely. I almost said a cuss word, Mom. Absolutely, Taylor Rogers is our closer, Mom. Are you
What?
listening? Because my goodness, am I excited for this?
They still have like, I mean, why don't you go take a couple more flyers on bullpen guys for a couple $1 million?
Can we
Like at
talk
this
about
point.
that? Because Joey said that he wanted to talk about Sir Anthony Dominguez. I was going through the transaction log, just trying to like make sure I didn't miss anybody. The St. Louis Cardinals signed Ryan Stanek to a 1 year, $3.5 million deal. You're telling me that the Minnesota Twins couldn't have done that to put a major league arm in their bullpen? No,
They
we're
need
good.
another. They need at least one more. I mean, I would go for two, and it doesn't have to be like. Would they sign Rodgers for $2 million?
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
They
we're
need
good.
at least one one
We're
more
gonna
signing like that.
we're gonna stick Eric John Klein and Travis Adams out there. They're gonna give us some good quality big league innings.
Pearson Olgon, by the way,
Thank you.
What happened to
um,
him? Where'd he go?
DFA.
designated him and
Yeah.
Johnny Pareda.
He'll be back.
I'm glad you said Cardinals because I was gonna say this like a month ago when we were talking Twins. Trade Trevor Larnach to the Cardinals and get JoJo Romero and Riley O'Brien. I don't know if you're
And
familiar
Ryan
with those two.
Stanek.
No, not him. Cool name, but not my type of not my cup of tea when it comes to relievers. JoJo Romero and Riley O'Brien, a 206 and a 207 ERA last year. They
So
walked
we're
quite
we're
a
gonna
few.
trade away our league average starting
Well,
left fielder
you
for
got to
their
throw a few more pieces in there.
for their two closers on Fangraphs.
Well,
Yeah, you're a
I mean,
really good GM there, Joey.
Riley O'Brien is 31 years old and he just came up a year ago. I think they can afford to get Trevor Larnach instead. JoJo Romero is
They don't need an outfielder.
they they said they could add an outfielder. They wanted a right-handed bat, but guess what? Trevor Larnach, get ready to learn right-handed, buddy. If this means we're getting JoJo Romero and Riley O'Brien.
They got Lars Nootbaar. They got Victor Scott and Jordan Walker.
I mean, let's remember the Cardinals aren't trying to win either. So
Exactly. Just go ask what you want for these two. That's a lefty and a righty to add right there, and your bullpen looks perfectly fine. And I think the centerpiece in that deal, if you're trying to win this awful division, can be Trevor Larnach, and we can figure it out, Cardinals fans, if you're watching. But my goodness, pick up the phone, Derek, please. I'll make the deal for you.
Derek
I'll
is
figure it
he's
out.
not making the deals. He's getting a word from their horrible owner who's like, "Hey, how
No,
about we do this?"
Felvey deserves blame.
Yeah, let's trade for Jaime Garcia and then trade him after one start and then make the wild card game when we could have used a non Jose Barrios rookie out of the pen. Yeah, that's awesome.
You want to talk about
Jeez
Sir Anthony
Louise.
Dominguez or no?
No.
We're already, I mean, we may as well. We're already fired up. The
Twins,
White
where
Sox
are
are
you?
the White Sox are making moves that the Twins should be right now. They're both terrible teams, but at least the White Sox are like somewhat trying. I mean,
The White Sox
The,
have had a good offseason.
yeah, I
yeah,
like it for them actually.
the the craziest thing, they trade Lou Bob, that frees up 20 mil, and Chris Getz says that 20 mil will be reused immediately. And then he
Isn't
goes and
that
signs,
crazy?
and the Twins did that a few years ago. They traded Donaldson and what? Why am I blanking? Donaldson and Ben Rortvedt and who else to the Yankees? Was it just those two
I don't remember. A broken
to
bat.
get Gary and Gio? And anyway, they traded those two, freed up 50 mil, went and signed Carlos Correa. Then they said after 23, yeah, we're cutting costs. They cut Jorge Polanco, signed Carlos Santana. So the Twins, like you say, you're going to add, so add, but you can still subtract with Trevor Larnach to the Cardinals for Riley O'Brien and JoJo Romero, or one of them. Please, just please do something. Happy you're back, Taylor Rogers. I love you to death.
We love Taylor
But
Rogers. We should get him on the pod.
absolutely. We should get Kyle Gibson on here. He's a
That would
hoot.
rock.
There
And
you go.
Trevor May.
I've thought about tweeting
You
at him
may.
actually because he does his own podcast format stuff now.
Yeah, that'd be sick. All right. Whose turn is it for a random twin or cub?
That would be Logan. I didn't ask if he had one ready, but I'm ready to play if you do.
I don't have one planned, but
Oh
I
boy.
didn't. But I'm gonna pull a
Yeah,
baseball reference page
we can make her up on
um
the fly.
on the fly. One of my this is how this might give it away for Joe. One of my personal favorite players.
Joe Nathan.
No.
That's my mom's favorite player. I asked her for that cutie patootie list, by the way, and she said, yeah. So in a future episode, I'm gonna have my mom's all-time twins cutie patootie list.
Can I
Tune
make my
in.
own and then me and Annette can debate?
You can compare.
Danny Santana is number 3.
My mom really enjoys looking at baseball players in baseball pants.
Oh,
That I think that's going to factor into the cutie patootie list.
The
so
baseball
she
buttocks.
so she likes
Yeah.
So she's a big Ian Happ fan then.
Yeah, she was a big Joe Nathan fan for that reason.
Uh,
So I just have to let me just Google that real quick. Twins players, big
With
butts.
with badonkadonks.
Twins players with that caboose.
You are now
Based
on
on
some sort of
recent
list
Minnesota Twins rosters and fan discussions, here are
Roof
the players
sponsor.
often highlighted for their physical build. Matt Wallner, Pablo Lopez, Royce
She does
Lewis.
enjoy the way Matt Wallner fills out baseball pants.
This is the AI thing that pops up when I search Twins players with that caboose. It says Matt Wallner, frequently highlighted for his hulking size and power.
Is this a baseball podcast anymore?
all right, this random
Anyway, computer's closed now.
this random player was selected in the 2002 MLB June amateur draft by the by the Rockies, and then was drafted by the Twins in the first round of the 2005 MLB draft. He's from California. Let's see. On his baseball reference page, no All-Star games. No. His only bold is that he led the league in shutouts in 2008.
He's a pitcher.
You don't know that. Nick Gordon probably threw a shutout.
Right? Could be Trevor Plouffe.
And in today's baseball, one's all you need.
True.
He made his MLB debut with the Minnesota Twins in 2006.
Oh wow, that's a quick turnaround.
You said he was drafted in 04?
05.
05.
He made his debut the next year.
Looks like he went to college for 2 or 3 years, so he made his debut and he was, I think it says it, yeah. Made his debut when he was 22.
Wow.
Ooh, tough one. 2 2/3, 7 earned.
It's almost a
This
rite of
isn't-
passage.
This isn't my guess, but that sounds like a Kevin Slowey start.
We could rattle off average weight righty Twins pitchers, and we could say that sounds like a this person start. That sounds like a this person start.
He won. Okay, he started 284 games in his career.
I have a guess. Can I throw it out there?
Yep,
Is it Matt Garza?
it is. I knew it had to be somebody that you would guess.
Oh, it feels good to be a winner. Oh,
Did you
it feels
factor
so
in the
good to
Cubs
be a
connection there
winner.
too?
I had it in the back of my mind, and then I was just trying to think of like, because this is kind of back when I was like really, really like starting to get into the Twins, and I loved Matt Garza. Like when he got traded, I was crushed, and it was my first time like really. First time I was really sad was when Brad Radke retired because my parents were sad and I didn't really understand. So I was like, I'm
Yeah.
sad too now,
Yep. Yep.
and I was like, this player is awesome, and then they dumped him. Oh, Joe,
You did
you should have
not-
guessed.
You did not just call the Matt Garza trade a dump.
No, I was saying like I felt like the Twins dumped him because like I didn't understand like value and like trades. I just like I like that guy and he's gone now.
Yeah, I get it, but think about it. Delman Young and Brendan Harris. Where would the Twins be?
Brendan
Without-
Harris, Twins legend.
I think he was in that deal. I might be
Yeah,
lying.
he was. It
Yeah.
was Twins traded Matt Garza, Jason Bartlett.
Yeah.
And Eduardo Morlon.
Yeah. Delman Young, Brendan Harris, and outfielder Jason Pridey.
Pridey.
Pretty?
Jason Pridey.
We love that guy.
We love all Twins players except for one,
ALCS MVP.
and we're never gonna say which one. He was traded. And you want to know a weird like 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon? Have you ever heard of that game?
No.
Everything can be connected back to Kevin Bacon within like 60
Oh, yeah,
seconds.
Oh, yeah.
Former random twin Sam Fold was traded for Matt Garza in the Rays Cubs trade.
Mhm.
Nah.
That's a crazy trade. Garza, Fernando Perez, Zach Ross Cup for 5
Chris Archer?
players, including Sam Fold, Chris Archer, Brandon Geyer, Robinson Chirinos.
Yeah. That's a
And
Rays
Buck
trade
Shooter.
right there.
That's crazy. And none of those players worked out for the Cubs.
Chris Archer then traded for Glasnow, Shane Baz, and Austin Meadows, who have all been traded for much more since then.
And then Garza was traded by the Cubs to the Rangers in exchange for Mike Olt, Justin Grimm, and CJ Edwards. And player to be named later, Neil Ramirez.
As in like Carl Edwards, I'm assuming. Is that CJ Edwards?
I don't know.
So that was not a great return for the Cubs there.
No, Mike Olt and Justin Grimm were. Justin Grimm was
Justin Grimm was solid.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
It was Carl Edwards.
He had some innings.
So yeah,
I-
you got Justin Grimm and Carl Edwards out of it. That's not. Mike Olt was not good. I remember.
I think
No, he was real bad.
Justin Grimm did pitch 68 games in
If you want to look up a
2016.
season, look up Justin Grimm's 2015.
2015, yeah. I forgot he had a good year in
He
there.
had a 1.99 ERA in 49 and two-thirds innings. He was a dog. And then we don't talk about the rest of his career.
Did Justin Grimm make any of our all-decade Cubs teams?
No.
I doubt it.
If I put him
Maybe.
on, I think you should fire me from the podcast.
I feel like
You
that's a
should go
fun
back.
video idea. We should do like the halfway point, 2020 through 2025, all-decade Twins and Cubs teams so far.
That was a fun one.
Sound off in the comments if you want to see that video.
You could even expand it. You go, since it's now 2026, you could go quarter century teams. So you go 2000 to 2025.
Yeah.
So then you can expand it a little bit more.
We could do these for lockout for when the lockout's over too. Well,
I
Joey,
can't
you're a
wait for
loser.
that.
I'm actually really happy you got that, Ryan.
I'm so pumped. It's my first win. No big deal. Joey, you're a loser again. And by again, I mean for the first time. So I pick a Twins player. You pick a Twins. How's this work?
I do.
He
Jeez
does.
Louise. If you're gonna
Joey
gloat
does.
about it, know the rules of the game. Holy cow.
All I know is
Anyway.
that I'm better than you,
Anyway,
and I know it.
top 10 biggest fibs ever.
Waiting.
Yeah, this is awesome. Yuckin' ball. Can't wait for lockout when we're watching Charlie and the Chocolate Factory together as a group, posting
Oh.
that on YouTube.
We're doing a Power Rangers rewatch from the
Oh my
beginning
gosh.
until current times.
I watched at like 2 a.m. A suggested episode popped up on my YouTube, and I was like, I'll check it out. I used to watch this episode all the time. Watch the whole thing. Was just gonna watch it for like 10 minutes and be like, oh, that's cool. And I was like glued to my TV. I was like, this is awesome. Shout out Forever Red.
I love
Power
that
Rangers
movie.
Wild Force. It's where all the Red Rangers from the 90s team up together.
You know
It's
what,
kind of sick.
Joey? As soon as you said Power Rangers Forever Red,
Yeah.
I instantly knew what you were talking about. I had that.
You have the DVD?
I had it on DVD, and I watched it
that-
constantly.
That blue DVD with like 5 different episodes from 5 different shows on it.
Yep.
Yep. I wore that out. You can ask my mom. Oh, she's probably sick of those theme songs, but
I'm so lost in this conversation. I don't know if I've ever watched anything Power Rangers before.
And Logan is off of the podcast.
Yeah.
We are now a Power
sisters-
Rangers rewatch podcast.
I had sisters that grew up in the 90s, so that's what I grew up with also. But
Yeah. I was born in 96, so that was right in my age
Yeah.
range.
I wore that DVD out so much. I was like sitting there like knowing what line was coming, and I was like talking out loud, and I was like, you gotta stop. This is
That's
like-
amazing.
I was like, as cool as that is, you gotta stop.
All right, this has been the Power Rangers guide, your guide to everything Power Rangers. Next episode, Joey's gonna have a random twin / Cub / maybe a different player. Who knows?
Maybe a random Red Ranger. Who knows?
Tommy. And then got him. And yeah, we'll see you guys next time. Thanks for tuning in. And congratulations once again to the Dodgers.